Whoa, look at all this stuff. So many things. Time to move some more stuff.
Yes, let's shut this place down.
Yes.
This is my brother and I filling up a storage locker. Until it looked like this. Storage. For most of this year, everything has been in storage, at least everything to do with Nostalgia Nerd, and that has been a problem. It's been a problem because firstly, storage is incredibly expensive. Secondly, when I've had a pang to make a video about something like the Mega PC or maybe the Magnavox Odyssey, I've looked into this absolute abyss and thought, you know what, maybe another time. Of course, even if I had managed to find something specific in that absolute horde pit of despair, then I also had the problem of where to film said item.
End of an era.
Last year, the lease for my previous office expired, and as I was putting all my money and time into other projects, I had no money or time to find a new permanent filming and storage location.
When you've got stresses and people coming at you from multiple directions, it's really easy to lose focus on what is important, you know, and you kind of lose your creative buzz when you're bogged down in that. You kind of go into survival mode, and so a lot of stuff has taken a back burner when it really shouldn't have, to be honest.
We'll come back to those projects in the near future. Fast forward to now, and it turns out I still have no money, but what I do have is a little more time. I also have some useful contacts, and so Nostalgia Nerd is blessed once again with a new storage and studio space. And I cannot even begin to explain how keen I am to get everything sorted so I can focus on making proper videos again. And that's what this video is about. But, you know, we can look at some vintage tech along the way, only seems fair. So this is the space. It's an absolutely huge warehouse space with a lot of potential. You can see from this video I made before moving in. And what I'm going to do is fill it to the absolute brim with my retro crap, but hopefully in a kind of dignified way.
Big workshop space. Whoa. Whoa. So much space. Big backspace. Goodness me. Whoa, balcony up the top.
So the first step is to unload everything from storage. I really dislike storage. So temporal, so inconvenient, so expensive.
Right, okay. Let's get to work.
But they do have trolleys.
These trolleys are absolutely crap. Rubbish. Oh yeah, this is where it's at, these ones. These are the trolleys you need. Oh, we're having so much fun. Oh!
This unloading process took a while, with a lot of car and van trips, and every time this stuff gets moved, it gets damaged, you know, whether it's an LCD screen breaking or a box getting crushed or even just a tiny piece of plastic snapping. It's upsetting. Being stored like this is not good.
So many things coming. Oh, Jesus Christ. Save the ball. Small collection of things. Oh, barely perceivable. Where do I even start with organizing all this stuff? There's just stuff everywhere. Everywhere there's stuff. Just there's magazines here. There's... Oh, God! Goodness moi! So much stuff!
So the obvious first step in here is to get some decent shelving up.
I've never had to get so much shelving in my life. Right, let's put the shelving in the vehicle.
And yes, I'm going to need a lot of shelving. The shelving I've had before was cheaper stuff from Amazon, and I'll use that sporadically, but it just wasn't really up to task for what is needed here.
Were you taking it back on that? Yeah, to be honest, I was shocked. And of course, when somebody has that kind of drama.
Whenever I sort office space out, Louis, who you may know better as their alter ego, Octavius King, likes to come and help, which is nice and very useful, especially when you're dealing with this much crap.
Because look at this place.
Hello!
Look at the absolute state.
Hello, welcome to my emporium. Hello, friend. Would you like some items?
Yep. Are you actually going to give me some items? Right, so anything that's crap is just going to offload. Oh, here. It's a box of old bolts and spoons.
The priority is really getting everything off the floor and onto a shelf, especially as this place leaks occasionally.
So, do you have enough copies of Elevator Action?
No!
On the
No, do not!
ZX
Do not,
Spectre? Are you sure?
No! Need more copies.
I mean, slowly making progress.
Hello? Hello!
Go away.
Ha-
Look at this absolute wasteland of CRTs. Literally.
Warning, the next few seconds of video contain a small spindly spider. If you don't like seeing spiders, then please fast forward to 6:28, where no spiders will be present.
What?
Look at the spider, look how low his legs are. He's got massive legs. Look at that, he's so long. Such a long boy.
Is it dead?
No, where's he going? Look. Well, he might be dead.
Don't worry, the spider was given a good send-off and no other spiders were harmed in the making of this video. Proper organisation can come later, that's why there's boxes just thrown together here.
I mean, just sliding off a sofa and lying on the floor doesn't help the fact that there's a lot of items that need moving and you need to work out where your office is and everything.
A huge advantage a place like this has over a traditional office is the different filming angles and setups you can have. Look at this. I could never get this in a normal space. This is fantastic. Just imagine for a second, I've got loads of racking down here. I'm walking through the archive. I'm like, what can we choose from the nerd archive today? Pick something out. Boom. Let's make a video about that. Just realms of possibility. You know, like Indiana Jones, you know, the archive at the end of the first one? Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they pan out and show the archive. I want a mini version of that here. So this is the archive stuff, and this is more important than any artifacts you find in the desert or whatever. And we can just explore and go through. There's lifetimes, tens of lifetimes worth of content in here alone. Oh, here we are again, more shelving. There we go, off they go. Ah! So none of this is organised. This has been put on the shelf willy-nilly, stacked, you know, as high as I can get it. But it will need some sort of organisation at some point. The aim is I want to get everything together that creates a project, you know, so I can be like, oh, I want to do a video on the Mega PC. All the Mega PC stuff is here. I can grab it and go. But I also do like the chaos. I like to work in chaotic environments, as counterintuitive as that sounds. So normally I'd look through all my stuff and I'd be like, oh, look, there's a Sega Game Gear here. You know, I can make a video about the Game Gear. If I find the TV tuner as well, I can do a video about that. And I get my inspiration by just picking random things. And I think there's quite a bit of beauty in deciding what you're doing through natural chaos. You know, you just happen to come across a bag of VHS tapes. And it's like, oh, I can do a live stream going through all these VHS tapes and see what gems are inside. We've got Pretty Woman, Room with a View, French and Saunders. But there'll be like adverts from the 80s and 90s on there and stuff, which is really interesting. Okay, forget about the shelving for a second. We'll come back to that. Out there is the balcony or the mezzanine, but it leads into this nice office space, which is really quite useful because it's sound deadened. It's got carpet. It's not like downstairs at all. So it's a good space for creating a little studio setup and talking direct to camera, which is what I'm going to do right now. So to create an area where I can talk to the camera, I need a desk. So luckily I have a FlexiSpot desk, which I can thank sponsor FlexiSpot for. And it's ideal because it's massive. They come in all shapes and sizes. I can put various things on here and obviously it moves. So I can use it as a sit-down desk when I need to do sit-down tappy editing work, or when I'm talking to camera, I can move it up and use it to show off whatever item I'm talking about from the archive. Perfect.
I have two of these E7 Pro premium standing desks now because they're just so versatile. One at home and one here in the office. I even got one for Marta with a nice white curved top. They're incredibly easy to put together, literally just a few screws, and then all the wires are contained behind that FlexiSpot cover. I can program this one with various height settings so I don't have to manually configure it each time, and it's incredibly stable at whatever height you use it. FlexiSpot is currently running their 9th anniversary sale with up to 50% off, and there's also a chance to get 100% free orders. Don't miss out. Shop now, and if you like it, leave a note saying Nostalgia Nerd at checkout and use my code YTE7P50 to save an extra $50 off your own E7 Pro standing desk.
That desk will need a background. Luckily, I have a massive Kallax, which I'm in two minds about because every YouTuber uses a Kallax, and yeah, they are useful, but it doesn't look as good as something bespoke, you know, like Technology Connections. He's got his shit together. That looks great. But it's useful, it's quick, and I can make something interesting, I think. Probably not as good as Sara Dietschy levels, but we'll see what we can do. I'm just trying to find stuff to put in the background. So I could put a Mac in the background. Everyone has a Mac in the background. Crystal Xbox looks nice. But no one has a Silicon Graphics Indigo workstation in their background, do they? Yeah, let's take that. I think like having a VIC-20 or something would be nice in the background, just on top of those shelves, just so you can just see the edge. Stuff like that. Maybe a Sinclair QL. What's this? A Rogue Vectrex. Perfect. So one of the most important things about a space like this is separation from the background. So if the background is in focus as much as me, then it doesn't look as good. You want a bit of bokeh tone in the background to make it a bit more pop, a bit more 3D. So I'm going to move this table forward, change the camera angles, put some lights up, and then see where we are. Now, you may think you've just been transported to the actual cinema, but all I've done is put one single light up, turn the main lights off, and put two TVs on in the background. Look what a difference it makes already, and this is a terrible setup. There's so much more we could do, but it's a start. Let's try changing the lens. Okay, so now I've changed the lens to a 25mm prime lens from a variable lens. It's a 50mm equivalent, but this should give better depth of field, so there should be more separation between me and the shelves behind me, so it should look better, and it should be a bit lighter as well because this has a wider aperture, so it allows more light in. Should be a bit of a step up. And I think this is okay. I think this is perfect for allowing me to come up here and show off stuff to camera, you know, talk to you guys. For example, here is Diffused, otherwise known as Quang Bang, from Incubate Games. You might have seen Quang showcasing this at various conventions over the past few years. It's by Zobi Tech. It's a great game. This is the collector's edition, which arrived yesterday, and I'm very keen to try it out on an actual Game Boy. I'll also put a link below in case you're interested in checking it out yourself. We still need to sort some shelves out though, so let's go and do that. But first, I'll show you the mezzanine because it's quite nice, or it will be at some point. I realise that currently this looks like a crack lord's hangout, but this would make a good chill out space, I think. You know, make some videos, chill out here, discuss the videos with people, see what's going on. I don't know, random ideas in my head. Maybe I need to find the legs for this sofa first, that would help considerably.
This is actual real life speed. This is literally how fast I move. No lie. This is why I was paid £4.50 an hour working at Safeway in 2001. So many CRT monitors. So very many CRTs.
These are all the shelves I'm going to put up for now, mainly because shelves are bloody expensive, and also you can stack them quite high, so most of this stuff should be able to go up there. And you know, if I'm not doing it all now for a video, I can take my time, I can organize it a bit better and have things ready to rock and roll, because that's the aim. The aim is to have stuff ready to go so I can be like, oh, I want to make a video about the Clever Cook oven set, and then I can just do that straight away with no faff. I don't really know what else to say. This space is a project space. It's got cars in it, which take up quite a lot of space. And, you know, this will be good for setting up things like arcade machines potentially, or dance mats, or anything that is interesting to make a video about. I don't want it to turn into a dumping ground. That would be a disastrous and disgusting waste of space. So it'll be something cool, but the other areas are more of concern to me at the moment. It's nice, isn't it? I can't quite believe that this place costs me less than storage did. I was paying more to Big Yellow for a garage than this entire bloody space. Can you believe that? That's how much storage is. Don't be duped. Stay real. Welcome to what I hope will be the computer lab, where I'll be able to set systems up and, you know, just be able to film stuff a lot easier than having to set one system up, put it away, film another one. So laborious. Yeah. Hopefully this whole thing, this whole video, this whole new place is a new starting point for Nostalgia Nerd, because I really feel like we've disconnected the past few years. You know, I've been busy, past couple of years especially, and time has not been spent well in some instances, and I've had to reconnect with myself, because I disconnected from myself. I lost myself. You know, I was putting other people first, I was putting other things first, and that's not a good way to live your life for you or anyone around you, especially the ones close to you. So I think that in reconnecting with myself, I now want to reconnect properly with you guys, and I've missed doing this. I've missed creating lots of content on the fly and making videos about the stuff I love, which is all this crap that surrounds me. So I hope you've appreciated what this video is about, and I hope you enjoy what videos transpire going forward. And thank you for your support over the years. Thank you for your continued support and for watching this video. And I hope that this It's gonna be some fun times. Okay. Until next time, I've been Nostalgia Nerd. Toodaloo. Okay, so the reason that this place has 2 cars in it is because I crashed one of those cars and needed somewhere to put it, and this car I got very cheap in order to take parts on it and put on that car. But this car turned out to be in better condition than that one, so now I have 2 cars to restore to full premium condition. So that's something. But if you're interested, I'm quite keen on making a video series about that. And it's not the normal, computing technology fair that I normally do. But let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that, because I need to fix them regardless. So it'd be nice to film them as well.